Anyway, this time I did it again and got an achievement for actually killing everything there. But I ended up pressing the wrong button, and when you press the wrong button when it's recording, it just kind of goes, I hate you. So, yeah. Same things as last time, maybe a little more experience, but still. Anyway, RTD. Narrowly escaping the attack in Grome Range, Carter... Okay.
In visual range now, sir. Preparing final approach.
Alright there.
Control, this is Sky Ranger 1 requesting permission to land.
Copy, Sky Ranger. Permission granted.
Just curious, how many Sky Rangers do they have then? Just one? They only have one in the game.
Gonna take more than a hole in the ground to beat those things.
Of course.
Just admit it, you're impressed. So, what is the Bureau anyway?
Bureau of Operations and Command.
Never heard of it.
You were never meant to. This base wasn't meant to be
We exist to not exist.
We've called in every operative we had earmarked for the project, but, well, let's just say that we'll be a bit understaffed.
Well, after an attack in that magnitude, I'm not surprised.
These two are with me.
At least this location is secure.
And I intend for it to stay that way. I'll be giving a report to all staff at 0300.
Old tape computers.
Report to the operations
Love
room
it.
at that time. I have a lot to prepare, Carter. Agent Weaver will show you around.
Down here, Carter. Come
That's
on.
a mad scientist, but okay.
When Ivan put Sputnik up, the brass got scared. This project became top priority. Off the books, of course.
That did it. Hold it there. Don't move it. All right, people. Show's over. Back to work.
Okay.
Carter, this is Nico Da Silva, Senior Field Agent. Nico, you'll be sharing your workspace with Agent Carter.
Welcome to the most advanced facility on Earth.
Falk wants him up and running ASAP. Time is of the essence. Straight from his mouth.
Gotcha.
Also, I don't like this
Our
look
office
spring.
is right over here.
There's like this look spring when I look to the right.
That
Left, it
Weaver
just
is
flicks
one
back.
tough broad.
Or I look to the right, it just flicks back.
So,
Quite
this is us.
comfortable with that.
This is my desk here. Yours is over there. Get comfortable, Will. Things as they are. This is both your office and your quarters. Do you mind if I call you Will?
Yes, I do mind.
Well, I'm not calling you Agent Carter. I might be military, but I'm not that formal.
I prefer William.
Yeah, well, I prefer Nico, even if my mother insists on calling me Nicholas. There are some things that are just beyond our control.
I can see we'll be fast friends, you and I.
Glad to hear it. My
I love the
supply of friends
sarcasm.
got cut a bit short lately.
That all, Da Silva?
For now, sure. You have any questions, just ask. And one more thing.
Yeah?
The old man, Director Falk. He's a hard man to impress, but you managed it. Not what I expected after reading your file. Only pleasant surprise I've had all day.
Well, I wonder why. You read my
How many
file?
people around here know my history?
We all know each other. Don't worry, you'll get to read up on us too. The old man thinks that the more attached we are to one another, the better we'll be in the field. The Bureau might be an adjustment for you. We work in teams here. Seems like you're more accustomed to operating alone.
Yeah, well, I'm also accustomed to the enemy being human. An attack like this, it's gonna mean a lot of adjustment for everybody. I'm a different man today than I was yesterday, you know?
I'm not an alcoholic anymore, just still a smoker though.
Where were you this morning? Did you get caught in any of this?
No, I was out gathering intel on a weather anomaly way out in the boondocks. Something was interfering
Chasing
with
weather
television
balloons,
and
huh?
radio signals. Everything except the heavy-duty military gear. Since the attack, it's gone global.
They shut down our communication just before the attack. Keep us from coordinating. Smart.
Well,
Sure,
obviously,
but
if
there's
you
more
when
way
you
to help
travel
this.
billions
Can
of
you
light years,
imagine
it
the
must be.
panic if the public found out about an alien attack?
I mean, come on, you must. If you're gonna travel billions upon billions of light years to actually get to another place, you're gonna be smart enough to know to turn off communications and logistics, aren't you? Just flinging it out there. Tell me about the
Seem
organization.
like you know your way around this place.
I don't typically work out of this facility. Hell, no one really did until today. I'm with the NSA, but my post for the past few months has been with a small team that reports to Director Falk.
Anomalies? What type?
Different types, but all, well, supernatural. Sounded silly to say it until a few hours ago. Mostly weather oddities, but also we've been recovering deposits of this Illyrium stuff.
Who else is on this team?
It was supposed to be kept small until it was needed. Now, people who were pre-flagged for recruitment are coming in. Well, the ones that are still alive.
People were
Sorry, give me a moment. I'm going to
pre-selected?
sneeze.
From where?
From the military, the clandestine service, DIA, even some civvies. No one knew that they were selected until they got the call. As of this morning, Falk activated the
that's
project
better.
and sent that call out.
And before today?
For the last few years, it's just been a couple dozen specialists. But now, we got a lot of new squaddies to bring up to speed.
Okay, we'll leave it
I
there.
need to get myself oriented. Let's talk later.
Sure thing, Will. Good to have you on board. Sounds
Yeah, 'cause
like
I'm
the
the only one
director's
that
about
can
to
bloody
start.
fight here.
Come on, let's get the good seats.
Name William James Carter. That's us. Born November the 4th, 1920 in Toulouse. Oklahoma to Braille and Jeremiah Carter. Education, BS Engineering, Indiana University. Martial Studies, widowed. Marital status, widowed. Family, Braille Carter, née Douglas. Mother, deceased 1952. Jeremiah Carter, father, deceased 1959. Julia Carter, née Crenshaw. What, if anyone knows what this means, can you please tell me? Because I'm slightly confused. Née Crenshaw? Crenshaw. Wife deceased 1959. Richard Carter, son deceased 1959. I know why these two are, at least I think I do. Professional record. William Carter joined the army December 17th, 1941, leaving college to enlist shortly after the attack on Pearl Harbor. He saw action in the Pacific Theater and earned the rank of Master Sergeant, with complementations of his service in the Burma campaign. His service ended on October the 25th, 1945, after which he returned to college on the GI Bill. Shortly after graduating, the CIA recruited Carter in 1948 as a field operative. His quick thinking and bravery served him well as he rose through the ranks and earned professional commendations from both Director Hoover and President Truman. He excelled at deep cover assignments, served weeks or months at a time in Indochina and the USSR. In 1959, during a deep cover assignment in Laos, a fire at his family home in Arlington killed his father, wife and son. However, due to communications blackouts for his mission, Carter did not learn of the tragedy until he returned in 1960. He alternates between blaming himself and the agency for this tragedy. This, as much as anything else, led to his drinking problem. Come on, you can't really blame an agency for a fire starting. You know? A fire starting in his house. It was your fault, not mine. You were meant to watch in my family and, break their privacy and allow them not to do anything without you knowing. Just in case they started a fire. Following a string of discriminatory charges in December of 1960, William Carter was reassigned to domestic operations only. Continuing problems led to a further demotion to administrative studies in June of 1961. Director's Amendment. Myron. This one's aggressive, temperamental, and defensive. But he gets the job done. I don't recommend him, but the Bureau is your department. If you insist on him, I don't recommend the long-term position. The man used to be a hero, but now he's busy destroying himself. He's not useful much anymore, except for as an expendable asset. Name, Nicholas Alexander de Salva. Born the 17th of August 1924 in Balturma, MD. I don't know. To Catherine and Sylvester da Silva. I'm probably pronouncing that dreadfully wrong, I'm sorry. Education in GD, International Law, incomplete. New York University. Marital status, divorce. Family, Sylvester da Silva. Father, deceased in 1925. Katrina de Silva. Mother, deceased 1940. Elizabeth Mortagan, ex-wife, divorced in 1952, living in Washington, D.C. Okay, so they've been keeping a tab on her. Nicholas de Savla Jr., son, estranged, living in Washington, D.C. Laura Harper, daughter, illegitimate, living in New York. Professional record, joined Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Police Department on August 12, 1947. Advanced to deputy chef with high commendations for field work and began to pursue a career in the FBI as a legal analyst. During his screening, the FBI discovered that De Savla had not completed his GD degree, having dropped out of college due to financial concerns and falsified his credentials. Deputy De Savla lost his job on the 24th of December 1951, which quickly led to the collapse of his marriage. However, the FBI was impressed with De Savla's record with the MPD as, I'm trying to remember, Massachusetts Police Department? Just guessing there. As well as his interpersonal skills. And on February the 14th, 1952, they recruited him on the probationary basis for field work. He demonstrated exceptional skill in the field and received a small degree of fame for the heroic single-handed arrest of the bank robber K.D. Carpenter in February the 4th, 1955. Despite this acclaim, Agent De Savla was repeatedly demoted back to the probation agent due to various moral concerns about his activities when off duty. In the 1959, after an embarrassing arrest in New York City where he and the jazz singer assaulted a police officer, the FBI decided to move him out of visual work at Director Falk's request. Agent Nico De Savla was reassigned to work with the Bureau as a covert agent. And sorry, give me a second, I'm going to go and blow my nose or something. Ugh, runny nose. And welcome back, sorry about that. Yep. There we go. Hello. Alright, am I meant to go first? Okay, sure, I'll go first. No idea where. Ah, right, okay, cutscene. Colonel!
Lights.
Okay.
We are at war. And not the one we were expecting. Groom range, 2100 hours. Survivors, 6. In just a few minutes, our enemy managed to destroy the primary strategic command center. By 2130, Strategic Command itself ceased to exist. Our combined military forces have been routed. The comms have gone dark. The red phone will not be ringing. And that is why, as of now, I, Myron Falk, am assuming command of what's left of our nation's defenses. The Bureau was founded to coordinate resistance forces in the event of a complete and successful Soviet invasion. That mission remains the same, even if our enemy does not. We now face an opponent from beyond our world, whose identity is yet unknown. But make no mistake, this enemy has crippled us. They have technology decades beyond what we possess. We must make it our own. Their weapons will become our weapons. And when they do, we shall annihilate them.
I think we're doing a good job already.
Survive, adapt, win. Welcome to XCOM.
Yeah, it looks so cool. Welcome to XCOM, Smoke. Really? A whole year and they're like, oh, a year.
No! No, I can help them. Let me help them!
Don't think it would actually work that far.
Will. Carter. Hey, Will, wake up.
What?
Jesus, Carter. How is it you look worse than before you went to sleep?
Just saying, but how am I standing before I was awake? Okay, you woke me up.
I'm fine. And you yelling for me to wake up doesn't help.
I wasn't the one yelling.
What did I say?
Something about a fire. I don't know. I guess after the morning you had, it makes sense.
No, this wasn't about that. It wasn't about Grim Range.
Well, my guess is you're not the only one having nightmares after this morning.
Wait a minute, it was on my
Shrinking's gonna be a big
record. You
business
should
after
know
this
about
war.
this.
If there isn't after this war. Christ,
come
that was dark.
on.
Anyway, Falk's looking for you. Wants you in his office, ASAP.
It was on my bloody record. You should know why.
Well, I guess you can't really hold knocking off for a few against me, seeing as how we seem to be in our office and our quarters.
Yeah, I guess some parts of the emergency plan leave something to be desired. Ah well, it'll be just like college, right?
Yeah, except I stayed in Mrs. Hawthorne's boarding house back in Terre Haute. Had my own bathroom and everything.
Well, ain't you fancy?
The old man say what he wanted with me?
Ha! Guess you don't know him all that well yet. The director doesn't tell anyone anything he doesn't think they need to know.
What's up with the
You were
radio?
saying
They're,
something about
they're
that
jamming
radio.
it, of
Oh
course.
yeah. Cheap thing normally just pipes in the company elevator music. But it's been picking up some
Oh.
weird signal. Damned if I know what it is.
Don't we have more
Bit of
important
alien
issues to
communication.
deal with?
Sure, that's why I haven't bothered with it. But if someone on the outside is able to broadcast through that jamming signal, well, it could be important.
Who would know more about this?
It's
with
probably
Operator
more
Chelsea.
likely to be aliens.
She's information officer for the Bureau. Keeps track of communications, arranges contacts, manages what the public hears. The whole deal.
It's more likely to actually be the aliens up above, I think, than, you know, down some person managed to break through the signal.
I'd better go see what
The signal
old
goes
man
everywhere,
wants.
Mal,
See you
remember?
later, Will.
Signals everywhere. And I...
2.
okay.
Message repeats. 2, 5, 0.
Better make a note of this and talk to one of the
8,
radio operators.
9,
You probably ought to run that by Operator Chelsea
Message
across the hall.
repeats.
Might be important.
2, 5, 0. November.
Okay, give me a second.
8, 9, 2.
I've got a piece of book here. I'm just going to try and find a pen or a pencil. You're not going to tell me. Ah, good, it does tell me again. Right, give me a second and I'll find a pen or a pencil. I just ended up muting the mic instead of actually turning the recording off. Give me a second. Okay, here we go again. Are you serious? Oh. I got like a book and a pen. I was gonna write it down and everything to seem all smart, and it's like, oh look, see, ooh, yay. Oh right, there. Oh, can we have a fail compilation there? So we have 250 November 892 892. Okay. And I'll keep that aside for a bit. Maybe it'll be useful. So, apart from that seems to be everything. Could go and talk to her. Thought we couldn't get a radio signal. Just having a look around, don't worry. Ah, hello. See, we wouldn't have seen this. Intercepted transmission from Fort Detrick, MD. Sir, the enemy has overrun our... Casualties are high and we are having trouble mounting a counterattack. The enemy were unable to infiltrate and were able to infiltrate and release our stocks of... Never had a chance. All staff evacuated to... Yeah, let's leave voice acting to someone else.
You the dispatcher?
A little more than that, Agent Carter. I'm Chief Information Officer with the Bureau.
Okay, hello,
Information
Chief.
Officer, what does that mean?
I oversee the dispatchers, but in addition to that, I also manage our public communications and keep our profile low. And for now, my job is also keeping the public from knowing the scope of the threat.
Good luck with that one! We'll just say makes sense because people might panic.
Rioting mobs of civilians are the last thing we need right now.
Exactly.
Don't want to be fighting two
You and
wars.
your agents contain the enemy's attacks, and my operators will keep the public panic level in check.
I try not to be negative to the person that's sitting in front of us.
I'll try not to distract you too much.
As long as you have a good reason. What do you need, sir?
How are we
Isn't
broadcasting?
the enemy jamming all communications?
Yes, but we're not
Yes,
using a
most
standard
broadcasting
communication.
equipment is facing heavy interference, cutting effective range down to less than 5% of normal.
Then how are you...
Our equipment is significantly more robust. We're still
Totally.
communicating at approximately 90% of effective range. The best of the best, you know.
Maybe using subspace scanner? Some subspace type thing? I don't know. Just guessing. What's the public
What
mood?
does the population know?
They're worried about the communications blackout, but our operatives in the major cities are keeping them in line.
Keeping them in line. You make it sound like they've declared martial law.
They
Not
pretty much
as
have.
heavy-handed as that, just a series of emergency preparedness tests. They'll be tense, but orderly.
Okay.
Radio's been playing a strange broadcast. Any idea what it means?
I heard. It's probably an automated weather station nearby, but I suppose it might be instructions for picking up a weaker signal. A clever broadcast.
It could be
Oh,
survivors.
bugger, sorry, right
Could
click.
bring them in.
It's worth checking out. I'll have Operator Hughes run the radio while you give us the data.
First set the range to...
250.
Set the range to 250.
Now the direction?
North.
Set the direction north.
And the frequency?
892.
Set the frequency
See?
to
I had to write it
892
down.
megahertz.
See?
Checking ultra-high frequency. Nothing. Wait. What is... It's survivors. They're trying to warn others of the attack.
Reply. Tell them they aren't alone. We'll do what we can to assist.
We'll dispatch someone to help, but we'll also have to make sure they stop broadcasting immediately. We can't risk that information spreading.
As long as they get rescued.
So, how did it go?
Yes, sir?
Good work
Thanks
getting
for
back
the
to it, I guess.
Just doing my job.
See? It was a smart idea to write it down, right? And also, how did she manage to figure out? She wasn't doing anything. She just... She's got an antenna in her brain. We're just going to moonwalk back into here. Hello.
What is it, Will?
I'll talk
I
to you
better
later.
go see what the old man wants.
See you later, Will.
So. Are we to go this way?
Just running it over to the armory.
I wasn't told about any deliveries.
In case you haven't noticed, things are a little hectic around here right now. There's a war on.
Sorry, Doc, but we're gonna have to hold you here while we check this with Central.
Central? Are you kidding me? Oh, that's
It makes
right.
sense.
God,
Be
none of
silent.
you people can think for yourselves.
Watch yourself, Doc. Lighthouse, point 1. Hey, I got one of the white coats here with a hazmat delivery for the QM. Says he had it scheduled, but I don't have any transfers on my dock.
Stand by. I'll check the logs.
I really don't have
He's
time
only
for this.
doing his
We
job.
don't
Shut
have
the
time
hell
for
up,
this.
silent.
Every moment is vital to our success.
Sorry, Doc. We got orders.
And so is security. Security is also vital to success. Because the enemy agent could just infiltrate and, you know, plant a bomb down here. There needs to be an equilibrium between scientists and the military. But there also needs to be a logistical structure. Problem was that the logistical structure wasn't set up right, I guess. So, I'm assuming they were meant to talk to Major Falk, who's down here? No? Okay. Good that they're blocking off doorways. That's an emergency escape for fire. Yeah, they're just trying to get people killed, it seems.
You were there. You saw what he was capable of.
I did. It's just... his file paints a different picture.
Okay, agents, let's begin.
Okay.
Going on another wild goose chase, Director?
Why are we playing this one?
Agents, because I've brought in an expert agent who I expect to turn the tide. Allow me to introduce
Oh,
you to
yeah.
senior agent, Miss Angela
Oh,
Weaver. Agent
okay.
Weaver, please begin.
Good evening, agents. Now, we have reason to believe our target is...
Is this some kind of joke?
I assure you, I do not joke about potential infiltrate...
Come on, miss. Get back to reception and leave the real work to us, okay?
Silence for the
Agent
sexism,
Percy,
please.
watch your tone.
Director, how many concrete cases of the Outsiders have your agents uncovered to this date?
That would be 0.
And how many have I uncovered in my own investigations?
2 confirmed, 1 pending.
Thank you, Director. If I may continue...
Listen up, Agent Percy. Maybe you'll learn how to do your job.
Yes, sir. Now, we have reason to believe an infiltrator has compromised military command.
Alright, is that it? Okay, sure. Security installation is almost complete. Director Falk, the closed circuit security system, or CCTV, CCSS actually, oh, my mistake, has been installed in several of the facility's main rooms, as well as the corridors, and this covers all major sections of the base, and at your request, we have added a monitoring station to your office. The recording options have also been provided, but some of the crew have concerns about installing cameras in the living and hygiene quarters. I told them I understood, but with potential infected, we can't be too careful. So, you can expect all surveillance to be in place soon. Pat's Barclay, maintenance. Okay. Another picture of Kennedy.
Speak of the devil.
Carter, good. Agent Weaver is afraid
I'm not a
you
devil,
don't
just a
play
very
well
bad
with
man.
others. I tend to see that as an asset.
Really? Oh yes, I know you're terrible at teamwork, but I see it as a good thing.
All signs show a pattern of systemic interference that cannot be...
I'm sorry, I'm just going to listen to this first.
I'd like a word.
Shush!
Always, Falk. But I'm not sure what you're suggesting. These activities aren't from the Reds. They aren't from any known source on Earth, so we must examine alternative sources. You mean to say aliens? It's more likely than you think. We cannot afford to be caught off guard. Oh, okay, Myron. I think you've been working too hard. Take a little time off, maybe a vacation, and... No, listen, this is too important to ignore. My team has already uncovered a half-dozen potential cases of outside interference. No, you listen. I have a meeting with the generals in 2 days, and I will not have you making a laughing stock out of this department. General Deans is already talking about cutting funding, and if that happens, you and your team will be out. Do you understand? Yes, Director. Perhaps you're right about that vacation. That's more like it. Someplace nice and sunny. Lots of fresh air, like New Mexico.
Okay, so.
What do you want from me, sir?
You're not here in this facility by
Standing
chance.
uncomfortably close, to be honest.
I've been following your career for some time.
You would be dead if it weren't for me.
You brought me here. I seem to remember it was me who saved your ass when hell broke loose. You may have arranged the ride, but...
And I would have expected nothing less from you. I appreciate what you did back there, but I also expected it of you. I knew you had it in you. You understand that?
I believe in you.
I see where you're coming from. You see some magic spark in me that the rest of the brass can't see.
Oh.
No.
I love the sarcasm.
It's you who refuses to see it. Ever since the loss you suffered. And I'm sorry for that loss, Carter.
Sorry, when you say it like that, you're
going
to make it,
sidelines.
you know, more
I think
spark.
It's time you got another shot at being the agent you were meant to be.
You have been doing your homework. What do you do, just watch people for a living? You are right about one thing, though. I'm not gonna sit back while this country gets ripped apart by these freaks.
That's what I wanted to hear.
What's the XCOM strategy?
What's our
Use
plan?
their own weapons
Our
against
first
them.
order of business is to get this facility running at full capacity. I believe our best shot at defeating an enemy with superior technology is to take that technology from them and make it our own.
And we got the facilities to do that?
We're still finishing construction on the lab, but we've already got one of the best leading the team, Dr. Dresner. He won't be doing it alone. I'm in the midst of organizing field teams to be sent on recon and recruitment missions for other specialists.
Okay. What's the facility?
What is this place? I mean, when aliens from another world aren't attacking our planet.
This facility is essentially fulfilling its intended function right now. It was created to respond to a potential invasion on domestic soil.
Do all of these people work here?
No. Typically, you won't find much more than a skeleton crew here. But certain carefully selected individuals across all military disciplines are aware of this facility's existence. In the case of a domestic invasion, they're under orders to arrive here.
I never knew about this place.
Well, based on your
You weren't
performance
supposed
at Groom
to.
Range, I'd say that omission was a grievous oversight.
Anyway, what's the enemy's intel? Well, they're just here, so I don't suspect that they know very much, apart from possibly having sleeper agents.
What do we know about the enemy?
Very little. Before this morning, we only knew of scattered oddities. We weren't even sure if they were connected.
Such as?
Deposits of the substance called Illyrium were found in various locations across the nation. There were weather oddities. We received and investigated reports of what we called thinnings. Localized instances where the very fabric of reality itself seemed to be warping, then dissolving.
And this was kept secret?
From whom? The populace? The news would have generated mass panic. No. The circle was kept quite small on this.
Obviously. I'm on it.
Heading down to the ready room.
De Silva will meet you there and help you assemble a team. Get moving.
Okay, this episode's gonna stretch on a little longer, so if you want to leave, then yeah, but I'm gonna make it until we start going back on another mission. So yeah, though I have got a timer running and it says half an hour currently, I'm going to let it run a bit longer. See if we can get started on another mission soon. Ah, so you let the guy
Welcome
through?
aboard, sir.
Ah, no, I have to go through there. Okay, sure. Give me a second. Anything I need from you?
Yes, sir.
Never mind.
Thanks for the information.
Just doing my job.
So do I follow this line and just go?
Some of them look
boom?
like us.
No way. I've seen them. They look like some kind of... I don't know, some kind of monsters or something. You lost, pal? Well, ready room's that way.
No, I was just listening. You can keep talking. I'm curious what you're saying. Oh. What about over here? I see something that's glowing. I'm gonna go and grab it. Oh, you! Can I punch him? Okay, I'll just keep going then. Right.
How's it going, Agent Carter?
Not bad. How are you?
Yes, Director. I'll tell him right away.
Take a seat, gentlemen. Director Falk has personally chosen you for
Can I
this
take a seat?
initiative, and I will be your team leader.
Come on, Will. We need to talk.
We're all honored, I'm sure, but the Director wasn't very clear about what we'd be doing. For the most part, it's what you're familiar with. You're all experienced field agents, so investigation and recovery in hostile environments aren't new to you. You said it, best in the service. And it brings all the normal risks of any field work involving hostiles. Yes, but Director Falk said something about unusual subjects? Yes, they might be different than you're used to. You mean we're not going after the Reds? So who are we looking for? We believe we have uncovered a new enemy of the state. We'll be investigating the exact nature of their organization. Oh, understood. I think. You can put us up against anybody in the world, sir. Yes, well, about that.
Okay.
The
hello.
old man just called down. Says one of the scientists is missing. Disappeared, along with his research in high explosives.
Uh-oh.
Does Falk think he's gone rogue?
Maybe, but we can't risk a panic.
I think we know
Mills
who
is
it is.
tracking him down, but you need to get a team ready to help. Quick and quiet.
Okay, sure. We'll have a look at that. Words failing me there. We'll have a look at that in a few seconds. Rosemount University. Ah, is this what this is all about? Plan of attack, frontal assault, cover the escape, gain control over the courtyard.
Come on, Will. Pick a team. No more flying solo.
Something else. Secure lab, then recover target, and tactical extraction. Yeah, give me a second. Ian, are the rumours true? Some of us have been shut away down here in the war room since the initial attack. Reports of the devastation have been bad enough, but can they really be hiding among us? How are we supposed to fight against that? Do we even know if this base is secure? Some of us have already been getting twitchy after long hours without seeing the sun. Rumours like this could lead to a riot. Lawrence Dengar, materials specialist. Okay. Also, I'm slightly curious about this body hanging here. What's it for? You meant to get the guns out and start shooting it and see who's the best shot? What? Anyway.
This is a list of available agents. Falk has gathered everyone he could find from all the agencies. All of them specialists, all of them the best at what they do.
Okay. Squad has access to new equipment. Let's recruit new agents, I guess. Keep the squad at peak efficiency while thwarting enemy defences, hitting harder and surviving longer while under the influence of their combat stims. Recon agents are best utilised at range where they can snipe unsuspecting foes, inflict heavy damage upon any target in the battlefield with critical strike. Engineers deploying ingenious devices that help the squad and linchpins of any good tactical plan. Flush enemies out an area into a trap with the scatter ability. And commandos are aggressive and well-trained soldiers. The first one's in and the last one's out of the fight. Draw an enemy out of cover with the commando's taunt ability. Okay. Go with recon. I've been liking the recons. Experience running clandestine operations overseas has made an agent exceptional sniping at unsuspecting targets. Years of fighting organised crime has taught the agent how to accurately fire under pressure. That sounds good. Tactical training. Given additional tactical training, allowing him to use abilities more frequently. That sounds very useful, actually. Combat training has been given additional combat training, allowing him to deal more damage with weapons. Endurance training. This agent has gone through additional physical training that allows him to survive longer in combat. That could be useful. And adrenal conditioning. This agent has gone through additional physical hardening to condition his body to recover from injuries faster. What we'll do, we'll get that for you. Sniper, yeah, we'll keep you with a sniper rifle. I guess can't do anything with that. And equipment. Oh, you can change vests and stuff. Randomize. 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 Oh, that's a bit different. One more. Yeah, that'll do. Whatever. So, yeah, sure. There we go. Confirm equipment. Confirm customization. Recruit. Yes. Okay. Can we change names? Toggle ability view. Remove from new. Don't seem to be able to actually change names. Can we? Customize. Ah, yes, we can. Okay, if you would like your name in the game so I can get you killed, I mean, so you can fight alongside me, just put it in the comment section pretty much, and I'll feed it into this. Yeah, we'll get that in a wee second. Anyway. Also, put a class name down below. That'll help. And we'll also grab an engineer, because that's what we had before. Professional experience crafting, maintaining firearms, wield weapons more efficiently. No. Grease Monkey, mechanical ingenuity, fortifies deployed weapons to be tougher than long lasting. This agent has been given additional training, allowing him to use abilities more frequently. Combat training, additional combat training, allowing him to deal more damage with weapons. Endurance training. It'll give you endurance training, I guess. Can I give you anything other? No. Confirm. Confirm. And yeah. We'll recruit you then. Yeah. Can we get another agent in? Nope. Back. Add to squad. Nah, I don't think we can. Yeah, it's only 3 people. So, there we go. We'll do that. So now we have sniper, mechanic, and obviously us, the commander, which has new weapons apparently. So manage agent details. Equipment. Shotgun? Nah, we don't want a shotgun. We'll get a sniper rifle and yeah, we'll have an M14 and a standard sniper. Get a standard backpack also, which I have no idea what it does. But okay. We now have a... oh no, we don't have a backpack because there was an idiot there. Ah, we do. Never mind. Yeah. Okay, sure. We'll leave there. So. The armory's now open.
I chased the infiltrator to the morgue. There's no way out of there.
Wait for me, Nils. I'll get your back.
I'll wait as long as I can, but we can't risk leaving him with those explosives.
I'm on my way.
Carter, head through the armory and take a left for the elevator. I'll send your team up to join you.
Damn it, Nils. Hold on.
Here's the armory. Okay. Oh. I guess I'm meant to go round then. There you go. Ah, hello. There we go. That looks to be it, I guess. I'm kind of curious what's down there, but I guess we'll find out afterwards. Anyway, as there's about to be a gunfight, I'm assuming, happening, I'll see you in a wee bit. So, until then, all the best.